So let's say somebody walks into your front door and they say, man, I need a cap design or I need a shirt. Well, if you're not an artist, it might be very hard for you to come up with these things and you may have to outsource the image to somebody. So if this is who you are, we're gonna show you how you can fix those problems. And we're gonna be doing it using AI. There are several AI engines that you can use. For this demonstration, we're gonna use Kittle. But be warned, there is a limited time that you can use it. Not time, but it only gives you a certain amount of credits, which means they're gonna let you generate some images, they're gonna let you save some, but after a while they cut you off and then you have to subscribe. I believe it's about $16 for the month or $120 for the entire year. And it seems to be a really powerful image. I was playing with it and it's cool, so let's get into it. So in this box, up here, we're gonna put the description of the image. So you're gonna tell it what you want. If we go down below, you're gonna see that there are several styles. There's a style for image, so you can have it, make it look like digital art. There's also a photography one. You can do anime. And there are more. If you hit the show all button, there are more. But we're just gonna go through with these. You have acrylic, synth, wave, and oil painting, and last, oh man, it just keeps on going. And then we have the psychedelic and the retro photo. For clip art style, there's t-shirt graphics, watercolor, cartoon. So all these are things you can do. I just skipped one: detailed drawing, nursery, pencil drawing, and there's a whole bunch. And for the vector styles, line art, vintage drawing, vector art, so you can convert the images to almost anything. You have a silhouette, so if you're making hearts and shapes, you can make silhouettes out of the shapes. It's gonna look really nice. We have the cartoon, emblem. Emblems are really good for logos. If you're making circle patches and things like that, you can do that. So the possibilities are endless as to what you can do. Let's make a white tiger flying through a hoop in the city. So I'm gonna type that in. Let me see, create an image of a white tiger flying through a hoop in the city. Let me spell it right, or else it's gonna create something and not create it. We're gonna go with the digital art style just to begin with. So I'm gonna pick digital art, and I'm going to create the image. And if you notice here, it says 1 coin. So all credits used, it says 1 coin. So create image, and now it's gonna create that image for me. If you want to learn more about digitizing and whether to do it in-house versus outsourcing, check out this video. I'll leave a link to it in the card above and in the description below. Ooh, look at that. We have a white tiger flying through a hoop in the city. That looks really nice. If you wanted it to be clip art style, let's check on the t-shirt graphic style. Let's click on that and create image. Here we have the clip art one is very simple now. Notice it's much more, less detail, super simple. It's just a tiger flying through the hoop, no problem. Now we're gonna take that same image and let's make it a vector art. So let's go to vector art and hit create image. Okay, so now this is a vector art and all 3 images are still here and they're just superimposed on top of each other. So with this vector art, I could potentially take this to my plotter and cut it out. Now I could say to make everything smaller or in an emblem style like I showed before. So if we go to this one and we make an emblem, that would be a little bit better. So okay, there's our emblem, and we're just gonna move these out of the way. There you go. So this is a really nice vinyl design or a t-shirt design, or you can put this on a hat. You could put this anywhere, but look at that. You have a tiger flying through a hoop in the city. You have a little plane there. Let's do one more. Let's try something else. So for the next one, I have a cousin who's opening a gym, and it's called Gorilla Gym. And let's see what we can do for him with this software. So let's just move those out of the way. Create a t-shirt design for a gym called Gorilla Gym. Let's see, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. Let's make it synth wave style. So we're gonna go synth wave and we're gonna create. Boom. Let's see what it gives us. Hey, that's pretty cool. Now on this one, notice the text is a little bit messed up, but you can fix that in other versions. or maybe the paid version lets you do it. But you see here it says Gorilla Gomla Gym. So this is one of the things that AIs do sometimes, is that they misspell it. I don't know why they do that, but in this case, the actual image is really neat looking. You've got this gorilla with a big chest, the background in the back. This could be a cap logo, it could be a shirt logo. And there's ways to center it. You can use these things to align it from the top to the side. You can set your pixel size, the opacity. There's blending modes. You can remove the background on some of these if you're gonna use it on printers. You can do image vectorizing. Now these are the advanced features, but you have all these different styles available to you. So let's take that same image, which is kind of cool, and let's turn it into some street art. Let's see what happens when we click street art. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Now that looks pretty cool. That looks really neat. That would be a really cool t-shirt design, I think. We would just have to, so this design here, although it may not be spelled correctly, it gives you a really good baseline, somewhere to start. So you could either take it into some mild software, change the name, or we can just remove the words altogether and just say featuring a gorilla. It doesn't have to say the words. And then you can always add that text later on. Like for example, with the embroidery machine, I can have that design, I can digitize it, and then just add my own text. Same thing with shirts. You can add text in Photoshop. That's really easy. You don't have to come up with the whole design yourself, but adding text is super easy. So that would be the least of your problems. But that is a really cool design right here. Take your embroidery to the next level by learning how to do applique embroidery. I will leave a link to the video in the card above and in the description below. Somebody might not have the artistic talent to do this, but by telling the computer, giving it a couple directions, you can start creating. And this, if this fits in line with your vision, then you're good to go. All right, so that's it for that. Now, you know, this AI stuff is super exciting. I think for the people that don't have a voice, the artistic voice, but they have that passion, they want to get into it, AI is a game changer. And if you don't know anything about it yet, just grab your computer, go to AI Engine, search the one that you like the best, and I think you're going to be surprised at what you can do with it. I think it's fascinating, and anyone not using it is behind the ball. I was pleasantly surprised by all the designs that came out on this. I mean, I think they're super cool. And within minutes, it came up with the design that quickly. Not even minutes, we're talking seconds. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when we're putting up this great content. Stay tuned for more. See you guys on the next one.